This video contains subject matter and language that may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
So why are you here today?
I'm here to tell my story. The good, the bad, and the ugly. What it was like, what happened, and what it's like now.
Do you have a story that you would like to share?
I guess we could talk about me getting clean and sober.
Okay.
I went to school in Colonia. Well, I went to elementary school in Colonia, Oxnard, in Driffle. And that wasn't fun.
Yeah.
It was, yeah, that sucked. Well, I started drinking around 12 or 13, and then probably not long after that, I started smoking weed, trying that, and just progressively went into the next thing. I liked how one thing made me feel, and I just go into the next thing, and the party always continued. I remember it being fun. It was always fun. I had issues at home too. My mom was obviously getting loaded. I lived with my grandma. There was no dad. And I just kind of had a run of the house. But the obsession, hadn't hit yet. It was just a matter of partying and having fun. And the obsession came later. Especially when I started smoking it and then slamming it. I was slamming crystal meth at 17 years old. And I thought it was the best thing on the planet. And it just took me way down this rabbit hole that took me a long time to get out of. Getting out of all that. It's like 10 out of 100 people will make it longer than 5 years. That's 90, that's like a 90% fail rate. To me, it sounds like, right? When I heard those numbers, it drove me into sobriety.
What was your favorite childhood memory that you can just think of like right off the top of your head?
Favorite childhood memory was probably hanging out with my cousins. That was always such an escape because I was at their house and they had good lives and they, their parents were together and it was just fun, I've always felt like I could just be myself, and I didn't have all the bullshit there, Going to Disneyland's always, to this day, still one of my favorite things to do.
Are you gonna try to go back after it's 15% capacity?
Dude, I'll be on the waiting list. Yeah. I did play role-playing games. I don't know how I squeezed that in between getting loaded. I played role-playing games, like Robotech, D&D, stuff like that, with a couple friends of mine who I was experimenting drugs with. And, when it was fun, when we weren't really hooked on it yet, but that was always swept under the carpet, always under the hat. We would never tell anybody we're playing role-playing games,
So did we just get breaking news? You're a musician.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
What do you play?
I scream into the mic as loud as I can.
Be the change that you want to see in this world today.
I play a little bit of everything, but I think my favorite is grabbing on a microphone. And music came around 2010. I didn't really have anything to do with it until then. My mom and dad were musicians. My mom, she was a singer and she played guitar and bass and all this stuff. And my dad was really good at drums. They played a band together called 805.
What kind of
It was a rock band. I don't know, butt rock. Sorry, Mom. So growing up, with that being said, I was always around the party too. And because, I was born in '83 and, my mom had just come out of the 70s, dude. You know what I mean? It's hard to slow that engine down, So Parties were everywhere, and especially at my mom's house growing up. It came out later that music would be a huge part of my story. Me and a couple guys I'd met in the scene throughout my musical career, I hit them up. I'm all, dude, let's do some punk. And they're like, yeah, sure, let's go. And we formed I Decline. Dude, like our first year, we hit a Warped Tour show. We were on Warped Tour, dude, like. Yeah, it was just one show, but dude, we were on fucking Warped Tour, and it was fucking, it was bad as fuck, dude. It was really cool. We put out a vinyl last year, a 12-inch, and it's been a lot of fun, dude. And playing with like really cool bands. My musical promotions company that I started myself, called Skip Nasty Presents, kind of blew up, dude. You know, my nickname is Skip, and I put the nasty on there for flair. You know, like Skip's cool, but Skip Nasty's way better, dude. You know, in the middle of all this shit, I'm still recording, and still recording a new album and all this and that, and then trying to maintain a family life and relationship with my wife and kids, and then go to work, and then fucking. It's been a lot, dude. It's been a lot, but. I think I can climb this mountain. So I got married in 2019 to Gianna Simone. I met her at a bar, and I don't drink or anything, right? I was playing a show in a band at the time, and I was cruising out. I was trying to get out of there. It was at the sewer downtown Ventura, and I noticed this girl, you know, she was like walking past, checking me out, like being very obvious, you know, and I'm like walking out the door, and she like grabs me and like spins me around and introduces herself very like in my face, you know. Looking back on it, she was preying on me. I definitely got, you know, preyed on at the time, but that night I had made it official with somebody else, and man, boy, like that did not last very long, because I knew when we met, that was it. You know, she's like, oh, I'm a friend of your sister's, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Like instantly connected into my life. And 6 months down the road, we were together. And a couple years later, we got married. It was probably the sickest wedding I've ever been to, you know.
You Star Wars.
Dude, yes.
You did?
Yes, yes, we did start, okay, at the end of New Hope, okay, the ceremony, that was at the very end of the ceremony, dude. Yeah, it was rad. And I walked down the aisle to fucking Pantera. It was tight, dude. It was super fun, man. There's this fucking picture of like her whole family's there, and I'm in, like, I've got my shirt off, you know what I mean? I'm like tattoos everywhere. I don't belong, you know what I mean? And there's a picture of her nice, beautiful family, and then me with my shirt off, just sweating balls, dude. They do, you know, like I'm here, I'm in this family now, you know, and it's been cool, man, ever since. May 27th last year, Roman was born. And that was my third boy. Dude, he's just the shit, dude. I fucking love it, dude. You know, like having this relationship with my wife and having a baby with my wife, you know what I mean? And she's home with, you know what I mean, able to have the baby while I go to work. I come home and I'm able to be with my family and stuff like that. It's foreign to me. She stepped in as a mother to my kids. I'm more than grateful for it and more than willing to sacrifice, you know, my life going to work and this and that. And really, that's actually the catalyst to me trying to get out of the oil field so I could be home with my family more. So because of the issues with my dad, you know, him not being there, like I said, taught me how to be a dad, because I knew how it felt. And I never wanted my kids to feel that way. Dude, I love being a dad. Dude, being a dad is the shit. 100%, you know what I mean? You got these two little dudes and my daughter, you know what I mean, who just think dad's the hero. You know what I mean? And
well, you are now.
I am the hero, yeah. My kids my kids love me, dude. It's the shit, you know. They made me who I am, especially Gage, the older boy. He made me, they made me strong. And, they taught me love and understanding and patience and all that stuff. It wasn't easy,
I'm
bro.
about to cry, sorry. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
I'm Shaun Belanger, and this is my local story.